Hey everybody, it's Florentine Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is going to be a deck profile of the new Seeker Challenge that got curb stomped by Necros. Mostly because I clumped, but anyway. But that's what Yugi said. You run so many Exodia pieces that your chances of drawing the same one are slim to none. Or drawing the one you need are slim to none. Anyway, but that's part of the challenge. So, for this deck, we play Exodia the Forbidden One. This is a challenge deck, so I am allowed to bypass the ban list. Except, I will say rules for this challenge. I do not use custom cards. I have to use 3 Exodias. I have to use every card with Exodia or Forbidden One as its name, with the exception of Exod, because that card's garbage and doesn't fit Exodia's theme at all. And, what other rules do I have? And I can't just turn this deck into an FTK. So, and plus clumping all of these together really helps with that. So yeah, you play 3 Exodias, draw all 5 of these special cards in your hand, you win the game. It's, you know, it's just good when it happens, I should say. 2 Legendary Exodia Incarnate. This guy gets pretty big with all of these in the graveyard. So yeah, Exodia Incarnate, tribute a piece to special summon it, 1,000 attack for each one engrave, and then if it's killed, it's not affected by effects, and then if it gets killed by battle, you can reveal any number of pieces in hand to draw that many cards. And so sometimes I can just win by just attacking you with this, but at the end of each one of my turns, I have to add a piece from grave to hand. That's mandatory. So he's gonna get weaker every turn. So yeah, 2 Incarnate. 1 Necros. I have to run all the Exodia cards, even the bad ones. So, this guy, you can only use him when he's in hand and you have the spell in hand to summon him, and you have to have all 5, 1 of each forbidden piece engraved. When he's on the field, he cannot be destroyed by battle or spell or trap effects. And I believe, what else does this thing do actually? During each of my standby phases, he gains 500 attack. So he starts out really small, but if you don't get rid of him, he just gets bigger. And he self-destructs whenever I don't have all 5 pieces engraved. So, yeah. So Necros, you gotta run, like I said, part of this challenge is I gotta run all the Exodia cards, even the bad ones. Exodius, this guy only comes in handy if I'm about to deck. You never win with his effect. You just shuffle all your monsters back to summon it. Witch of the Black Forest, really slow. But so I'll show you. This deck actually has a side deck. It starts out as classic Seeker anime Exodia, but then it becomes more modern with cards in the side deck in game 2 and 3. The main deck has some modern cards in it too, but it's not starting out with like Royal Flush out the gates. Like I said, I get to bypass the ban list. Greed is good. Crystal Charity. Best draw cards ever made. Fateful Choice. Usually I like to mill 5 pieces, and then like the mind games with this card in this challenge are actually really cool because I can just pick a full set. You give me 1 piece, but you don't know what's in my hand. You could give me the piece I need to win. So the mind games with this card are awesome, and it just lets you get out of Exodia and Necros and make your Incarnate really big. What's the time on the camera?
3:52.
Okay, we got plenty of time. So there's all the draw cards. 1 Day of Pizza. Yes, it gives my opponent a card, but it's one of the few stall cards in the deck. This deck is built more for speed than stall. But it's not an FTK. 1 Upstart. Why the hell not? I could run 3 if I wanted to, but I decided not to. Card Destruction. Only 1. This at 3 would be ridiculous. Or 2 even. And it gets rid of your Exodia clump hands. What the heck is going on? Wonder Wand. All the Exodia pieces in Witch of the Black Forest are spellcasters. So you Wonder Wand, equip it to Witch, sack Wonder Wand, draw 2, Witch, search a piece. Really nice. Avarice. Just another
Draw
good
2.
Draw 2, recycle 5 monsters. Contract with Exodia. This is literally only exists to summon Exodia Necros. And then because this is a challenge boss deck, Heavy Storm to blow up my opponent's stuff, and it also can be used to blow up my own Obliterate traps to add pieces from grave to hand. And Swords is the only other stall card in the deck. This usually gets sided out because people can get rid of it really easily. For traps, 2 Obliterate. You have to say it like that because it has 3 exclamation marks written on it. Mill a piece to bounce one of my opponent's monsters. You can even target your own monster, so like you can just target Master Exodia Incarnate to mill a piece and he gets stronger. But he doesn't go back to hand because he's unaffected by effects. And then if this is sent from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard, add a piece from grave to hand. Pretty nice. And then for recycling, I kind of want to be slow with like trap in terms of just getting as many pieces back as I want. So I play double backup soldier. Yes, I really like my foil cards, as you can tell. Backup soldier, if you have 5 or more monsters in grave, add up to 3 vanillas with 1,500 or less from back graveyard to hand. So that's all main deck. As you can see, it's based off of Seeker and kind of Gozaburo Kaiba from the anime. I just want to make like a different challenge besides Orichalcos, just testing this out. I don't know if it's going to stay or not. I hope it does. If I just end up not liking it, I might scrap it later. But anyway, side deck. There's no extra deck for this. Side deck. Double Max C. This is where we can start getting into the modern stuff. I usually side this out all the time, or side this in all the time in Game 2, because you know how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is nowadays. So Double Max C. Triple Chicken. Chicken tastes good. It's full of protein and it gives you extra cards. It even stalls you when your opponent doesn't know what it does. Yeah, this guy, this guy. And then terraforming to search them out. You don't need like double terraforming because you have so much draw too. So just 1 to search out a chicken game is fine. Double dark hole. I usually side out witch, but if I keep witch in, it's usually just for killing my opponent's stuff. But if I side witch in and she blows up with dark hole, I search a piece. 1 twist twisters as my other back row destruction card, puts a piece in the grave to pop 2 back row. Called by the
bar area will be probably closing down fairly soon.
Okay.
Remember the bathroom. So once they start doing that, we'll be closing the gate. So if you need to use the bathroom, you should probably do that now.
Okay. Triple Called by the Grave, Droll and Lock, Ash, Cancerous Growths on the butt of this game, so I have to get rid of them somehow. Card Destruction also helps with that. Well, Droll and Lock anyway. Double Kaiser Coliseum. You can't have more monsters than me. Set Witch, pass, Kaiser. Or Set Witch, Kaiser, pass. It's pretty nice. So that's the Seeker Challenge. It's going good so far. I have basically 1 win and 1 loss record on my videos so far. I did beat somebody with their Galaxy deck. And then this guy right here just totally destroyed me with Necros. So the deck needs some work, but I'm not going to turn it into an outright FTK. Rules for you, if you want to challenge this deck, webcam me on Discord or whatever. You must follow the ban list and you cannot use Exodia. I'm also working on like a 3v1 version of this deck, of this challenge, where like 3 people can fight it at a time, but if I draw Exodia, they all get obliterated at once. So anyway, this has been Florentine Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, all that good stuff, and we'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.